the leader doesn't get to sleep. And that's another example of what we know, and that is that leadership is hard. It's a heavy burden. It's hard business. And it's part science and part art. And part of it is natural ability. And part of it is learned. And the book that we're going to dive into today, it isn't Shakespeare. It's actually a military manual. Military manual written by SLA Marshall, but guided by General George C. Marshall and Dwight D. Eisenhower. And this book was written just after World War II. Now, if you remember Hackworth, if you've read About Face, Hackworth talks about Marshall, SLA Marshall, and he did some writing in Vietnam that Hackworth was a little bit not impressed with. And there's certainly some controversy about SLA Marshall and some of the things that he wrote and some of the things that he said that he lived through. There's some controversy, if not proven fact, that he fabricated some stuff. But I think you're going to find, as we dive into this book, that from a leadership perspective, the experiences that he did bring back from World War I, the experiences that he got from Eisenhower and from the other Marshall, I think it's a really good reflection and a good look at some leadership lessons learned that we can take something from. Now, the book is actually called The Armed Forces Officer. Very simple title. And the version that I'm going through, because this book is still in publication, the version that I'm going through is from 1950. 1950 version. Like I said, it's written in just after World War II, obviously, so the lessons are fresh. And I guess that the new version has been cleaned up or something. I guess that the 1950s version isn't fully politically correct. I don't know, because to be frank, I haven't read the new version because I got the old version. I want the real deal. And I don't find anything offensive in this one, so maybe someone else will. I guess there's some things that might be a little bit borderline, but yeah, I'm not really feeling it. And this book was given to me a long time ago by a friend of mine that said, you might like this. And he specifically said, this book, they don't make this one anymore. But guess what? Everyone's in luck because they do. They brought it back. Dang. They brought it back. So the book is The Armed Forces Officer, and it really goes into how to lead. How to lead.